Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending just a little bit of your time with me today. You guys know how much I appreciate it. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate it. Thank you for everyone that has subscribed to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet, you might like to. You might actually like to join our tribe. My channel is called Older Women Rock. Older Women Rock is about styling, fashion, a little bit of lifestyle, a little bit of beauty. Mostly on a budget, having lots of fun and not taking it too seriously. It's for mature ladies, over 50, probably over 55 and onwards. So if you go down below this video, you're going to see a red subscribe button there. Give that one a hit. Give it a good hit actually. Make sure you hit the red subscribe button. Then you're going to join our tribe. You know, talking about fashion for 50 and over. When I was 50, I was dressing a little bit differently to what I'm dressing now that I'm over 60. I do think there really is a bit of a difference in there. And I think that what you can wear at 50, you probably can't necessarily wear everything the same when you're over 60. And like me, heading more toward mid-60s. I know that my styling has changed since my early 50s and into my early and getting closer, as I said, to my mid-60s. My styling definitely has changed a little bit, but also it's what I can wear and what I can get away with. Without looking too, I heard someone else say this on one of her videos. It was Eliza from Montreal saying that she didn't necessarily want to look like a cougar. And I thought that was kind of cute. I'm not really sure if I like that term because I'm not really sure how women got that term. And I have absolutely no problem whatsoever with women who prefer to date younger men. More power to them, I say. And I can see lots of good reasons why dating younger men, I mean, okay, probably not a lot younger, but somewhat younger. I can see a lot of advantages in that. I'm not really sure if I love the term, but anyway, I'm not really sure if I love the term. And some people don't love the term mutton anymore, mutton dressed as lamb. So I don't know what we can say when we're dressing too young. I don't know what term we want to give for dressing too young for our age. And I know some people say you can do whatever you want, and absolutely you can do whatever you want. But honestly, you don't want to look silly. You really don't want to look silly and just go too far. You don't want to be wearing what your granddaughters are wearing. So I think there is a line there. I really think there's a sensible line. It's common sense. I think we have to demonstrate some common sense if we want to look stylish. If we don't care about fashion and styling, go do what you want. Really? You know? All bets are off. Actually, today's video, you might not realize this at this point, is about thrifting. I've been popping in and out of the thrift stores for months and months now. In my thrift stores, I still can't try on, although I think you just can now. I think they've opened up the change rooms. Yippee! They've opened up the change rooms so you can actually go in. When I bought the fashion that I'm going to show you today, I wasn't able to go into the change rooms and actually try them on. I just sort of held them up to myself, and I've got a fairly good idea, but you know, no one's perfect by eye. You can't be certain just by eye. And some of these garments, it's the first time I've tried them on today because I've got a bag full of them actually that I've been collecting little bit by little bit. This dress, I really do love the colors in this dress, and it's a crepe fabric, and it falls, I call this fabric moss crepe. It falls beautifully. Length is wrong. This is definitely the wrong length for me. I don't wear middies, but I can take it up pretty easily. It's got a reasonably straight hem, so I can hem this one myself on my sewing machine. And by the way, I bought my sewing machine from Aldi. At the same time, I bought a sewing machine and an overlocker, or I think some people call them sergers. I call them overlockers. So I bought those both from Aldi, and I can highly recommend them. And there were certain brands of sewing machines that I prefer, like Janome. Janome's really, really popular. It's quality. It's got a good name, a good reputation. I couldn't afford a Janome domestic sewing machine and an overlocker. We were talking, well, about $1,500, $1,500 minimum. And I thought, that's way too much money. I don't do enough sewing or alterations to spend that kind of money. So I picked up mine from Aldi, and I think I got both of them for around $600, a sewing machine and an overlocker. I can't remember exactly because I did buy them, well over a year ago now. So if you're wondering, are the Aldi sewing machines okay? Yes, I think they're great. I think they're fantastic actually. For the money, I really don't think you could do any better. I didn't want to buy secondhand because, well, you might just be buying someone else's problem. Back to the dress. Love the colors, love the coral with the black. Beautiful, beautiful combination. So I'm happy with this. I bought this without trying it on, and I'm happy with it. I don't mind this tiered dress. I don't usually ever wear this color. It's sort of like a buttery, light yellowy, I don't know what you call it. It's creamy, buttery. It's not really my color, but I think I can get away with it. I think one thing about this style dress for my age group is I could look a little bit tizzy wearing it if I embellished it too much and dressed it up too much. So I think that I've thrown on a crystal pendant here. I've tried to go a little bit against that look because I do think the style is a bit borderline for my age group. It does feel quite nice to wear. As I said, it's a little bit big but not too big, and I do like this style dress. This style dress was often popular in boho styles. I used to see it quite a lot back in, I don't know, probably the 90s. I didn't look so tizzy. I thought I would make it a little bit more natural and a little bit more earthy. So I've thrown in a rattan bag, one of my favorite rattan bags with the contrast pleather there, and my long necklace, my latest find online with my wooden beads and the colors back in there with yellows and reds and so forth. And I've also got a little pair of slides on. I bought these online recently. They're incredibly comfortable. They have a rattan crossover in the front. They're just a simple little slide. They're really padded, gorgeous rubber soles on them, which I just love for comfort. So I thought that they would team up quite nicely with this. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that I've toned it down and made it a little bit more earthy. That way I don't feel tizzy at all.
Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Shouldn't they enlighten my near and far? Shouldn't they at all just tell me where you are? Send a prayer if I'm out of luck. A little love and I'll make it back. Send me a letter and a bottle of wine, telling me I will be fine. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Halfway hard, halfway hard. Sing to me if I lose my voice. Set a better route if I lose my course. Count on my company and I will come. Save me when I am falling. Save me when I am falling. Save my love when I fall. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Shouldn't they enlighten my near and far? Shouldn't they at all just tell me where you are? Send a prayer if I'm out of luck. Send a little love and I'll make it back. Send me a letter and a bottle of wine, telling me I will be fine. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Halfway hard, halfway hard. Sing to me if I lose my voice. Set a better route if I lose my course. Count on my company and I will come. Save me when I am falling. Save me when I am falling. Save my love when I fall. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Halfway hard. Send a little love, I'll make it back. Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Shouldn't they enlighten my near and far? Shouldn't they at all just tell me where you are? Send a prayer if I'm out of luck. Send a little love and I'll make it back. Send me a letter and a bottle of wine, telling me I will be fine. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Halfway hard, halfway hard. Sing to me if I lose my voice. Set a better route if I lose my course. Count on my company and I will come. Save me when I am falling. Save me when I am falling. Save my love when I fall. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Halfway heart. Send a little love, I'll make it back.
Lovely display.
0186 is the number. Which famous?
Lost again, going back around. Dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Lost again, going back around. Dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars.